So we're coming up to the 12th anniversary of my first ever solosexual date, and I'd like for anybody who is solosexual to record at least 5 minutes of a solosexual date between now and the anniversary, and I'd like to give the first 200 people to do that a 1-ounce silver round. And it dawned on me that there are people who are also heterosexual but support the idea of equality for solosexuals. So I'd also like for anybody who's heterosexual or LGBTQ, either way, if you go on any sort of group date, to also include your solosexual friends. And if you do that, everybody who's involved in that date will get a 1-ounce silver round. So if you got 5 people going on a triple date where one of them is solosexual, each one of you will get a 1-ounce silver round. But you got to do this before June 13th of this year, because I would like to make a movie compilation of all the happy solosexual dates there are out there. And I like to send it to Let's Go Brandon, because I think systemic change needs to happen in our world, right? So what I mean by that, for one thing, our taxes, right, which we just filed a month ago. I want to see everybody file taxes individually, right? No such thing as marriage. And it used to be that way, believe it or not. Up until, I think, World War II, it was that way. And get rid of any sort of idea of marriage in our law, right? If you want to make marriage equal, you can't have it in any sort of law, right? Otherwise, it will never be equal, right? I want to see policies shift toward the idea of being agnostic toward one's marital status, right? So, for example, part of the reason that a lot of cities like Seattle are unaffordable is, if you look around yourself, housing is built to revolve around the idea of the nuclear family, right? So I spent some time in Poland many years ago, and what I really love about their housing structure is that you got a lot of people living in commune situations, right? And also in Japan as well. You know, a lot of people more or less permanently living in internet cafes or capsule hotels. I mean, I wouldn't say that's ideal, but the concept is there, right? I would imagine there's much more permanent housing that's situated like that, right? But here in the United States, being single and free is so taboo that we haven't seen that. I hope that will change in my lifetime. People ask me, why don't I just move to some of these countries where I talk about how there's much more equality? Well, if you have a health problem, do you just wish you could change out of your body, or do you fix it, right? Anyway, so record that date. The first 200 people get a 1-ounce silver round, and we'll send it to Let's Go Brandon. And also, if you're solosexual, be sure to vote, because that's the only way to threaten Let's Go Brandon and all the other politicians, right? Part of the reason that COVID-19 got so much attention is because the people who are likely to die from COVID-19 are the people who vote.